The reason I knew that there was something wrong, of course, is because of the bleeding that I had for 10 years. Okay, and because of the negligence that I didn't go in, everything developed into tumors. So then when the tumors did arise, and I could see it in my body because my body was a little bit deformed, they became so painful that many times they just felt like they were just going to burst right through me. And so, yes, the pain was excruciating. I had endometrium cancer. For those that don't know what that is, it's cancer that has taken control of the uterus, the female organs.
Well, what happened was I was spending the night at my friend's house, and my mom called me, and she wasn't really talking, so I kind of knew something was wrong, but still I stayed at my friend's house. And the next day, my mom called me again, and I knew something was wrong. I go, you know what, Mom, I'm just going to go home because you're not telling me something, and I know something's wrong. So I went home, and she could barely walk. She was laying down on the floor. I don't know how she got there, but she was on the floor and with the phone by her.
Whatever. And when my brother had called me, he was like, Jade, there's something wrong with my mom, or something's wrong with Mom. You know, I'm actually kind of worried because she can take pain. And she'd even said, for her to say that she wanted to go to the hospital or emergency was a big thing because she doesn't like to do those things.
So we inquired, well, you know, what is the life expectancy for something like this? For, you know, as far as she has gone. And they specified that I had 5 years.
They gave her 5 years, and they told my sister to start preparing the family. They didn't even prepare the family for a death. And it really did break me to see my mom like that. And my brother is so loyal to my mom, so whatever my mom wants to do, he's going to be right there behind it. But with me, I'm like, no. You know what I mean? I'm more of the persistent one to where if it's not right, it isn't right.
Well, this particular day I had to go to, this particular evening, I had to go to emergency again because I had this dreadful pain in my abdomen, and they ran all kinds of tests on me that night. I went and I took a CAT scan. They took x-rays, blood tests. They put all kinds of tubes in my nose.
The night before we had the cancer appointment, I had asked my mom what time she wanted to wake up because the appointment was at 9 o'clock. And she said 8:10. So I'd walk back to my room, and on my cell phone, I always put like a side note on my alarm so I know what I'm doing. I was writing my little side note. It was wake mom up, cancer appointment. And it was just, 4 little things. It was just simple. But just like when I looked at appointment, I got so much downloading on me, just on whatever thing I had been taught by my pastors or my teachers or the spiritual fathers that had been in my life. And everything just came down on teaching on how do I see that. It was replacing how do I see that, and I put defeated. And so it was wake mom up, cancer defeated. And the next morning I'm driving, and it's in the back of my mind, and I hadn't told my mom anything about the whole note issue and what I had happened. So I'm driving with my mom, and it's in the back of my head, what had happened, but it's not, I don't say anything to her. We're just going, we're just doing whatever we're doing. And the doctor comes in, and he says, or she says, I'm going to read you the results of your CAT scan.
She says, there isn't any trace of cancer anymore. And, did I become joyful? Did I go like this? Did I do anything? It was like, I knew it. I mean, I always knew that, and my daughter is over here getting excited because she's that way anyway. But, it's like, okay, I was just waiting for that, and I knew that would happen.
When she had said, we cannot find any cancer, I was just like, that's so bad, because the night before, it was just like, it was so bad. And in me, my mom was like, and she was just in shock, and I was like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I didn't want to scream in the room, girl, because I can go high. You know what I mean? So I was just like, whatever.
I couldn't believe it. I thought that maybe she wouldn't make it, but then my sister called me that day, and I don't know, everything changed for me. That's when I really started talking to God. I started praying a lot, and that was, I don't know what to say. I'm just so happy that happened, because I don't know what I would do without my mom.
wasn't until that night that my son comes in and he says, "What are you doing in the closet, Mom? Are you okay?" And I says, "I'm here in this closet, and right now is when I finally realized that, man, God did an awesome job for me. He did, wow, it's just not going through it. I'm seeing all the little procedures that I went through. And really, I couldn't see the radiation because you can't see the radiation. But how much of it has it killed inside of me? How much of my blood cells has it killed inside of me? And yet, here I am. I'm standing up. I'm walking. I'm strong. I have energy. And, then that's when I realized, oh, God, it's just, man, your son has really walked the line for me.
All of this was just a miracle. It really was. And God does things big, and everything's blessings inside of blessings, and I've met so many of his blessings. And really, we are for signs and wonders because there has been some awesome, miraculous things that have happened to my family, such favor on his servants.
It's living proof that he's real. He's out of nowhere. One day my mom went and she got the results, and she was healed.